Today's tragic accident in Venice, there are now safety concerns between drivers and bike riders who share the same road. I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, the Sarasota County School District announcing changes in the leadership of its school police force, why the superintendent says that shift is necessary.
And we're less than a week away now from the midterm election, how the candidates for Florida governor are gathering some last-minute support. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Our top story at 6, the investigation continues into a tragic accident in Venice involving a car and 4 bike riders.
Those 4 bicyclists were critically injured after they were hit by a car along Center Road in Venice. ABC 7's Rebecca Fernandez joins us now live from Venice with new details and rules of the road when that road is shared by drivers and bike riders. Rebecca?
Scott, Jacqueline, these signs are posted in Venice and all throughout Sarasota County. It is illegal for bicyclists to ride in the street, but like we saw yesterday, safety is still a big issue.
It's a challenge, and it's one that we really need to, face up to. And I think the community and the bikers and drivers need to work together on it.
Henry Danielson is the president of the Coastal Cruisers Bicycle Club, which has over 500 members from the Suncoast, including the 4 riders critically injured in yesterday's accident.
The major focus it's a challenge, and it's one that we really need to, face up to. And I think the community and the bikers and drivers need to work together on it.
Henry Danielson is the president of the Coastal Cruisers Bicycle Club, which has over 500 members from the Suncoast, including the 4 riders critically injured in yesterday's accident.
The major focus of our club is safety and bicycle safety, and that's what we work on.
He tells us that those bicyclists were highly trained and travel all over the world to ride, and that he still can't understand what could have possibly happened. Florida is a very bicycle-friendly state, but like Danielson tells us, not everyone knows the rules.
You have to be very careful of automobiles. You have to be visible. You have to make yourself seen. You have to signal and be as safe as you can and aware as you can.
When sharing the road, bicyclists must stay in their designated bike lane or as close to the right-hand curb as possible. However, there are some exceptions.
If you're passing a slower vehicle, if you are avoiding some sort of obstacle in the road, or if you're going to be turning left, obviously they would need to change their position from this outside lane to the inside lane. And that appears to be what's happening, that there's a lane change being made by the bicyclist.
But what they're trying to determine now is when they were making that lane change, how far away from the intersection and from that coming car they were. Live in Venice, Rebecca Fernandez, ABC 7, your Suncoast News. Back to you guys.
Rebecca, thank you. Tonight, there are changes at the top of the newly formed Sarasota County School District Police Force. The district announced today, quote, a strategic shift in leadership and a reassignment of the newly appointed police chief, Paul Grahowski. The Sarasota Schools Superintendent says the departure of the district's head of security brought on this significant change, bringing in Sarasota County Sheriff's Office Captain Timothy Enos, who has ties with the school district.
Resource officer through and through, so whether he's an employee of the Sheriff's Department or he's an employee of the school district, he's the right man to lead our department.
Enos will have the month of November to transition into his new role.
Sarasota police need your help to identify a burglary suspect who broke into Selby Botanical Gardens. Take a look at the surveillance footage. You can see the man rummaging through a cooler, removing and eating a sandwich, even opening a jug of milk and drinking it, and then taking cash from the cafe's register. It's not known how he got into the building in the middle of the night, but police think he's about 30 years old, and they're hoping someone will recognize him. If you can help, call Crime Stoppers at 366-TIPS or Sarasota Police.
Well, lots of people probably heading out, getting ready to go trick-or-treating.
Absolutely.
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
All dressed up and ready to go. In fact, they're already out there in some cases. A beautiful day for beachgoers, too. A nice east wind on this Halloween, and nothing scary about it. And it's going to be spooktacular tonight with clear skies and a half moon, too. So there'll be some brightness out there, a little bit of light shining. Be careful. Always a kind of a dangerous night. And rain for Friday. Some showers moving in. Doesn't appear to be too severe. Nothing too dangerous with it. And then look for another chance of rain on Sunday as the front moves back northward as a warm front. Yes, indeed, it will be kind of a quick transition from a cold front to a warm front within 36 hours. 82 right now. The humidity is pretty nice, really, at 49%. We have an east to southeast wind at 10. Pressure still pretty high, too, at 30.07 inches. So your evening forecast for this Halloween looking pretty good. 80 degrees at 6, 7, 78, and 76. But as I mentioned, that humidity will stay pretty low. I like that dance. Okay, back to you.
Okay, some good moves there, Bob. Well, we're less than a week away from Election Day. Both candidates in Florida's heated gubernatorial race making last-minute campaign stops around the state. Republican Ron DeSantis stopping here on the Suncoast earlier this morning at Dolphin Aviation in Sarasota. He pointed out what he calls stark differences between him and his opponent, Democrat Andrew Gillum, saying he supports the military and officers, also claiming Gillum does not. In an interview after today's rally, DeSantis talked about the job market in Florida.
When you're talking about higher paying jobs, it's all about developing the industries that produce those. So for example, you look at like financial services right now, there's a huge opportunity for a massive migration from all these high tax states to Florida. That's better for our economic base, but those are high paying jobs.
DeSantis will finish today campaigning with President Trump in Fort Myers. That event starts at 7 o'clock tonight at Hertz Arena.
Hundreds of people gathering to hear from Democratic gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum in Pensacola today. Gillum encouraging people to get out and vote. He also spoke about a wide range of topics, including education, global warming and climate change, Medicaid, and gun reform. Gillum had support from different groups, including a crowd of veterans.
There are 3 proposals on the November ballot that could make tax-related changes to the state constitution. Among them is Amendment 5, which would make it tougher for future lawmakers to raise taxes by requiring 2/3 votes in both the State House and Senate to increase taxes or fees, instead of the current law, which requires a simple majority. The League of Women Voters and the Florida Education Association oppose Amendment 5, arguing that during an economic crisis, that proposal would tie the hands of lawmakers who may need additional revenue to fund government services.
You have to be able to have some wiggle room. You have to have some outlet to do something as a state and provide for those in need.
To be added to the state constitution, the proposal requires 60% support from voters in the November 6th election.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, how local law enforcement agencies are going the extra mile to make sure your trick-or-treaters are safe tonight.
The school was devastated by Hurricane Michael, and we need lots of help to rebuild.
And these local kids are hoping to pick up more treats than tricks this Halloween for a school in the Panhandle. We'll tell you why coming up next.
Mascara adds depth to the eyes. Lipstick gives the mouth color and definition. And ALS paralyzes the body.
You look great, Mom. Thank you.
Slowly taking away the ability to move and eventually breathe.
For the best car buying experience, go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Sarasota, where you always get better prices and a bigger selection, like the lowest prices and largest selection of American-made muscle. Right now, get the forever furious Dodge Challenger SXT, or get best-in-class highway driving range and all the horsepower you can handle in a new Dodge Charger SXT. Your choice, just $23,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Sarasota.
My California classes experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Where to go and what to do in Birmingham, Alabama. Personalized just for you. Find your sweet spots at alabama.travel/sweetspot.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
This is the final day of sea turtle nesting season, and despite red tide, it was a pretty good year for our turtles. Mote Marine Lab scientists say sea turtles laid a near record number of nests during the 2018 nesting season on Longboat Key south to Venice. A total of 3,151 nests were documented this year by Mote's Sea Turtle Conservation and Research Program, most of them from loggerhead sea turtles, and 9 were from those rare green sea turtles. Mote Marine reports this year's total is the third highest overall since the program began 37 years ago. Good news.
Yes, well, we have a frightening situation happening over at the weather wall right now.
Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan is there. Bob, what happened?
You know, it happens every time. I'm telling you, this time around this year, I just lose a lot of me. In fact, it's gone. I can't see it. I've turned into some sort of just a bodiless weather person, for that matter. You get a look at all these great costumes right here, too. There's a lot of costumes out there right there, and this one from the Comprehensive Child Care Association. They're all superheroes right there, and get a look at the spectacular weather that we're seeing today. Just gorgeous out there. I like this. I'm not blocking anything as far as the weather goes. Partly cloudy skies this afternoon at Lakewood Ranch, looking pretty good there. Not a problem. And yes, happy Halloween, everybody. It is the bodiless weatherman doing the weather, and yes, there is a time change. Daylight saving time goes away, and we gain an hour over the weekend, so look forward to that. That happens Sunday at 2 a.m. Well, get a look at the radar picture. You see a lot of green. I'm giving away my secret here. A lot of green right here. This is a frontal system moving through Arkansas and parts of Louisiana and Texas. Not too good for trick-or-treaters there, but over Florida, it's looking really quite nice. Things are looking quite good there. It looks like in the wind field, we'll see it out of the east-southeast, and that wind, by the way, will switch around more to a southwesterly direction. Looks like on in through the day tomorrow, and that is not the best news for red tide, as we'll start to see more of that west to southwest wind flow, and then turn to the northwest as we move through time on into Friday and Saturday. So yes, indeed, things not looking the best on there. Well, the southeast satellite map showing Fair skies over much of Florida tomorrow. We'll see an increase in clouds later on in the afternoon, and you got to look at those showers. A slight chance for a few showers coming into play late in the day on Thursday. A better chance of rain comes on Friday as the actual front moves on through. Showers mainly. It doesn't look like we're going to see many thunderstorms. It'll get an extra push of moving through on into Friday night and Saturday morning. So it should clear out pretty nice for Saturday. Saturday looks to be the best of the weekend. You can see that dry air slowly slipping away to the east as well. And the forecast is calling for generally partly cloudy skies throughout the day on Thursday. And we'll see no real threat of any significant rain on Thursday. But we will see a better chance for showers and storms. You see that front moving through right there below my head as it moves off to the east. And then partly cloudy skies on Saturday. Sunday, that front moves back northward as a warm front and brings with it a chance for a few showers. Let's get to the 7-day forecast. Of course, Oscar no longer a tropical system and heading off into the open waters of the Atlantic. Well, east winds, southeast winds at 15 knots. Seas will be, looks like 2 to 3 feet with a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. This 7-day forecast, I can go right through it, not even worry about it, right? You can see everything there, not blocking out anything. Maybe I should do this every day. 86 for a high tomorrow, 83 on Friday. It cools down a little bit on Saturday. And then by Sunday, things start to warm up again. A chance for showers Sunday afternoon. And for Election Day, looks okay. A lot better than my body. Back to you guys.
Well, I hope you find your body by the end of the show. Thank you, Bob. Happening today, local law enforcement knocking on the doors of those who are asked not to come in contact with kids tonight. Right now, there are about 500 sexual predators and 60 offenders that live in Manatee County. A spokesperson with the sheriff's office tells us there are serious consequences to sex offenders seen violating their probation and luring trick-or-treaters.
We walk up to the door, we make contact with them, and we're reminding them we don't want to see Halloween decorations here on your house or you sitting on your front porch. This is a direct violation of their probation.
Parents can look on local law enforcement apps, which both Sarasota and Manatee counties provide. That's where you can find out where all of the registered sex offenders and predators are located in your area or areas where you are trick-or-treating. And on this Halloween night, most kids have one thing on their mind.
That would be candy, I think. But for 2 fourth graders at Lakeview Elementary School, they saw the holiday as an opportunity to help those who likely won't be able to trick-or-treat this evening. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano was live in Siesta Cove this evening with their story. Taylor?
Scott, Jacqueline, like you said, the first priority for most of these kids comes 6 o'clock Halloween evening, getting as much candy as possible. But not so for Kennedy and Avery Cole, who instead tonight are more concerned about the victims of Hurricane Michael. In many ways, Kennedy and Avery Cole are your average 10-year-olds. They like Harry Potter.
It's terrible, growled Hagrid into his beard.
Baseball, football.
We have the Patriots and the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
But they're twins, which is a rarity in itself. And in their eyes,
hard at the same time, fun and loving.
Even more rare, their heart to help at such a young age.
We understand what it's like to be in the middle of a hurricane.
But it's one thing to understand what it's like. It's a whole other to do something about it.
I said to my mom one day, later that day, I want to help. She said, okay, maybe we could donate some canned food or something. And I was like, in my mind, that's too little.
Kennedy was thinking big, so he wrote a letter to the principal.
I wrote a letter to Miss Wheatley.
And I connected him with Mrs. Tyler, who is the facilitator for our Kindness Club. When you listen to Kennedy and Avery talk about how much they care about others that they don't even know, it brings a tear to your eye.
A tear and $1, then 2, then 3.
We have a page up on GoFundMe, which we've already raised $820.
And how long?
In
3 days.
Not even, around 3 days.
But that's still not quite enough for the twins, who plan to take it one step further during tonight's festivities.
We're gonna say,
and then we're gonna say trick or treat, and then we get our candy.
And then we're gonna say trick or treat for Bay Haven, Charter Academy, K through 8, Panama City. The school was devastated by Hurricane Michael, and we need lots of help to rebuild. Please, can you donate some loose change?
And they're calling for all of their fellow students to do the same.
cut out the label at the bottom and tape it to a small box or plastic container like this one. Take the container with you when you go trick-or-treating and ask people to donate their loose change to help people affected by Hurricane Michael.
With most kids in a frenzy over candy, these kids already understanding what's really important at a young age.
Even though people don't know each other, we can still help each other.
And I want them to know that people actually care, who they don't know, care about them.
And if you're feeling inspired by those boys or maybe by all of these cute little costumes, I put a link to the GoFundMe page on our website. Just visit mysuncoast.com. And remember,
Happy Halloween!
He said happy Halloween. I'm live from Siesta Cove. Taylor Torregano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thanos didn't look so scary there.
I know.
Yeah,
I love that. Well, stay with us. When we come back, we'll show you how we celebrate Halloween here on ABC 7.
Tonight, less than 1 week until Election Day, our team is out asking Americans what issues are driving them to the polls as President Trump barnstorms the battlegrounds in this final sprint. World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Blue 32, Blue 32, hot, hot. It's the Ghetto Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Ghetto dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Ghetto location near you or visit Ghetto.com.
Ghetto's got it. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Enjoy fine wine and great foods, all while supporting a great cause. It's the 17th annual Suncoast Food and Wine Fest, happening Saturday, November 10th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch. Taste hundreds of wines from around the world and sample great food from the area's finest restaurants. All proceeds go to local charities and Rotary projects. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
I was so congested, and neti pots, drugs, and nasal sprays were just not doing the job. I was sure nothing would work until I tried the My Pure Mist Free Steam Inhaler. My doctor told me that steam is a really effective natural decongestant. With my little personal spa, I am free to breathe. It's the only cordless and the only ultra pure steam inhaler. If allergies or sinus congestion is holding you back, you need to try the My Pure Mist Free.
Get the cordless My Pure Mist at Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, Walgreens, or Amazon.
This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Remember that to love America, is to love all Americans. Because love has no labels.
Well, we have a lot of fun here on Halloween at ABC 7. Look at all the people who dressed up, and these were our favorites right here, I think.
That was Bob Harrigan, me, and Scott Dennis. That, of course, is Alice in Wonderland. We've got a minion from our producer, Haley, and our favorite little bat right there, one of our producer's sons, and a dead bride as well.
The costumes this year were incredible. That's the guy you see on PBS doing painting, and there's Jacqueline.
There I am, a crazy dog lady.
A dog lady.
We had so much fun, though. Great turnout when it came to costumes, and I don't really know who
Nobody
that
knew
is.
who that was, but maybe we can find out.
Superman.
Because Bob has found his body.
Hey, I got my body back, but it's different. May the road rise up to meet you. How you doing?
How are you doing?
Good.
Well,
Happy
I'm glad
Halloween,
we might have to change a little bit, but I'm glad you got your body back at least. You look a little different.
We'll see what happens at 11. You never know.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Have a great evening.
Stay safe. We'll see you back here at 7 and 11. Have a good night.
Conquer your next adventure. Get a new Jeep at a great price during Jeep Adventure Days at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or get the most awarded SUV of all time, a new Jeep Cherokee, for as little as $19,999. Find the path to your next great adventure in the all-new Jeep Compass for just $17,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota today.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
At Boys and Girls Clubs, it's not just about trying new things.
Tanya, come here.
Learning the right steps.
2, 3, 4.
Or making contact. It's not just about exploring the future. It's about helping them build it. It's about making the connection. It's about proving every kid and teen who enters our doors has what it takes. Great futures start here.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.